what would you like to have happen?
I would like to have a static message on my new Facebook page.
And a static message. And is there anything else about this static message?
Yeah, I want it to be similar to what I've seen you do on one of your Facebook groups. How it just stays on the top of the page and lets everything else happen underneath it, like a hello.
And when it stays at the top of the page, what happens next?
It's like a hello, like a greeting that is always there when somebody comes on the page, and then they can post or look at any information that scrolls down below it. So it's like it welcomes people. That's what that's what happens. Is it welcomes people every time they come on the page.
And it welcomes people, and it's like a hello. And is there anything else about hello?
Just that it's friendly, and I'd like this Facebook page to reflect a bit of my nature and help people feel like they've come to a good place, a place that they can be relaxed and learn and find out more.
And hello, and it welcomes people,
Mm-hmm.
and friendly, and reflect your nature, and a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else about a good place?
Well, that kind of moves to the whole structure of what I'm doing with the Clean Language Institute, that it be an easy place for people to come with what they know, what they don't know, and it invites experts, novice, all equally and welcome.
And it welcomes, and it invites, and it's like a hello,
Mm-hmm.
and a good place, and an easy place.
Mm.
And place is like what?
Well, it's like a library, but way more fun. Like where you can get you can find like books and knowledge and information and get really excited about it or dig in deeper, and there are resources that are the people that come to that page, that are like lovely resources for one another. So it's a bit like having a picnic in a library. And you get to be a little bit noisy because they have little quiet corners. If you just want to be in a quiet corner, you can do that too by just simply observing.
And a static message.
I like libraries.
And you like libraries. And a picnic in a library. And is there anything else about a picnic in a library?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a little, not quite a smorgasbord, but like all sorts of like little snacks. So there's all sorts of like little nourishing things for people to eat and gather. Yeah, yeah. And we don't mind if there's jam on the pages. It's okay. Yeah, it happens. Jam happens.
Jam happens.
Yeah.
And jam happens in a picnic in a library.
Yeah.
And is there anything else about a picnic in a library?
It's really fun for young and older people because it isn't just about knowing what you know. It's really exciting because you get to know what you don't know, and you get to not know what you do know that you don't know that you know. Yep. So we get to be 4 years old and ask 4,000 questions a year, or 400 questions a day, I think it is, or something.
And is there anything else about knowing and not knowing, and what you know and what you don't know?
Well, I think kind of entering child mind helps you become more comfortable with what you don't know, because you just want to find out, and it's not a reflection on your skill, capability, education, capacity. It's just finding out what you don't know, and finding out what you do know, which is really exciting too. Like, oh wow, I knew that, right? It's like, woo.
Is there anything else about woo?
Um, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be in an environment where people are like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that." Oh, I did know that, and and then they're asking each other questions, and and it's like, even like the subject experts I respect the most are those ones who still ask so many questions because they're just curious. How does this work? What's going on here? What's next? How do we do that? What's the logic of this? And that's exciting. You can see people grow through their like intellectual careers even. But it's only those people who really ask a lot of questions that have that. Well, they have more fun, I think, and they grow more.
Grow more. And grow more, and a picnic in a library, and a good place, and a static message on Facebook. And does anything else need to happen apart from static message on Facebook for there to be a good place and a picnic in a library and grow more?
Well, I need to attend to it. So first, the static message that lets people know they're welcome, and I'm really glad that they're there. And then I need to attend to it in the flavor of a 4-year-old, with the same kind of awe and joy in people's learning. Yeah.
And does anything need to happen for you to attend to it in the flavor of a 4-year-old?
Well, I better ask a lot of questions, huh?
What kind of questions will you ask?
Clean questions. Yeah.
And does anything need to happen for you to ask a lot of questions in the flavor of a 4-year-old? Clean questions in the flavor of a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to remember that I've discovered that I actually have strong preferences and opinions. That was a discovery about 5 or 6 years back. I was like, what? What do you mean I have like... So I get excited about things and I like to tell or share. So I need to remember that it's not about my excitement, it's about their excitement. And I can help bridge that and bring attention to that by asking questions.
And it's about their excitement. And is there anything else about it's about their excitement?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of learning how to connect with people and to find out really what they want, what they'd like to have happen.
And what needs to happen to connect with people?
I need to attend to the page and post on there pretty much every day, at least something, whether it's an article or a link to somebody's site, or it's about sharing resources too. Alfie Kohn has a book called No Contest. He's an educator here in the States, and he's written some really amazing books about education. And he has this book, No Contest, which it's about like everyone helping lift each other up, actually learning to live in a community that isn't about competition. It's about doing your best, and when you have an opportunity, lifting other people up. There's plenty to go around. There's some odd billion human beings in the world. You know.
And lifting others up, and it's about their excitement, and a picnic in a library, and what you know and what you don't know, and a good place, page that's like a hello, and it welcomes you.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you'd like to talk about today?
Just what needs to happen to have that static message.
On a post on Facebook,
On a post in Facebook.
click on the top right of the post and click pin post, and that pins it to the top.
Oh my gosh, that's so simple. You are a wealth of knowledge, Brian.
Thank you. And if you want to unpin it, then you have to, if you want to change it, you have to unpin it, go to the top, click it, and unpin it, and then pin another one.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other thing that you do exceptionally well is you are a wonderful question asker.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
let's stop there, and you can use this video for. We'll talk about the video, but we'll see what use you can make of it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for that, Sharon.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, Brian. Bye.